Hey, so I wanted to do a little experiment with the Remarkable Paper Pro and a very, very large PDF document that I created for my workflow at work. So I work at a major, Fortune 500 company. I'm in meetings virtually all day, every day. So I take a lot of notes, just copious notes. And then I have to journal to keep track of what I do each day, just to be able to look back and say, hey, when did I get this accomplished or this accomplished? And then I also have to keep up with a lot of to-dos. So I created a hyperlink notebook that allows me to have all of that in one place, where I don't have to keep saving individual files into folders and then have 52 weeks worth of documents in 30 different folders and 52 different subfolders below each one of those. Instead, I wanted to have them all in one PDF document. So what I ended up with was a document that has almost 5,400 pages. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but hear me out. So my intended use is to do this, and I just put some bogus stuff in there to start with. But my intended use is to have like a notes table of contents where I can have up to 30 different subjects. For example, a project or a weekly meeting with my boss that goes 52 weeks a year, weekly team meetings, sales meetings, whatever the meetings happen to be, I can have up to 30 different subjects or 30 different notebooks that are built into here. So then within that, when I click on, like, for example, this project notebook, it'll take me to where I can have up to 52 different notes. So this is a table of contents for my notes. For example, this is where maybe the first meeting that I put into my notebook might be today, January 17th, whatever. So I could go to that, and then I've got my notes pages here, and I've set myself up 3 pages for each one of these individual notes. So there's 3 pages for each of the 52 notes. That's 156 pages just for the expansion project. And then so I've got 156 pages for this one, 156 pages for this one, and so on and so forth. 52 notes underneath each one of these with 3 pages per. And of course, if I need more than 3 pages, when I get to page 3, I can just use the device functionality and go in and take the current page and copy it and add an additional page. If I don't do that step, if I need that page 4, then by the time I hit page 4, if I just continue to write into it, it's actually going to end up taking up part of this slot right here. So I certainly don't want that to happen. So that's why I would add a page if it's going to exceed 3. I've put some hyperlinks in here. For example, at the bottom, I've got hyperlinks on every section header for, to get me back to my notes, to get me back to journal, which I'll talk about in just a second. And then within each one of these areas, I've also got a return to home button. This will always get me back to this main page here, so on and so forth. So I've also set up a journal to where each one of the months I can go in, and like if it's August, I can go in. It'll start me off on August 1st, but I can click on any day in August, for example, 23rd, if I can actually hit it. I'm looking at this at an angle. It'll take me to the 23rd of August. But from here, I can skip to any month and any day that I want to go to, or I can go back to the main journal page where I can see the months. Or if I'm anywhere in here and I just want to skip back to the home page, I can go back and do that as well. And then I mentioned I've got 30 subjects here. On my to-do list, I have also created my to-do list laid out for 30 subjects, just in case I have a direct correlation. For example, that expansion project, if I wanted to have a to-do list that was just for that expansion project, I could do that, and I could come here and title it. I'm not going to go ahead and do all this. My handwriting's horrible when I'm on camera. But then anyway, and then I can have my to-do items and check them off and do whatever I want to and set priorities and due dates and those types of things. So Really just wanted to see how the Remarkable was going to be able to handle this. Like I said, it's almost 5,400 pages, and as you can see, it's 5,374 pages. As you can see, it is like when I jump from this main page, I'm on page 2 right now. When I jump from this main page all the way up to the to-do list, I'm in almost at the end of the notebook. I'm probably, 5,344 pages in, and you can see it just flies seamlessly around the PDF, and all of the links work without any kind of a hiccup whatsoever. So that's pretty impressive. I was watching a video recently with a review of this device and one of the Boox devices, and the reviewer was using a PDF file that was, I don't know, about 100 pages, somewhere in that neighborhood, and they were calling that a very large PDF file. So I knew, I was working on this, and I thought, well, gosh, if 100 pages is very large, what is 5,374 pages? And is my Remarkable going to be able to handle what I'm building? Well, I've just got this thing exported as a PDF, went through all my testing, and it works like a charm, and I am super happy with the way that the Remarkable is handling this. I'm going to test it out on some other devices. I'll probably post a video for that as well. I want to try it out on the Boox Note Max and the Boox Note Air 4C. I have no doubt that they'll probably handle it just as well. But anyway, if you ever have any concerns about large PDFs on the Remarkable Paper Pro, have no fear. It's going to handle it.